Ladies and gentlemen, the Blackbeard Lighthouse, and I'm at the stage where I needed to show a few things before I proceed any further. And kind of a boring stage because it's kind of a little bit of prep work. And I only use two things on the kit, and that's the lighthouse itself and the base. So the lighthouse, it goes together really well. You do have two seams, one on each side of the halves. Other than that, just very little clean up the nubs and everything. So I uh, I sanded down the seam, and if you don't uh, know how to sand correctly, and when I say that is I use wet sand instead of dry sanding. That way you'll have a nicer finish, smoother. And when you wet sand, when you have just a little deal of water, you can take the dust particles off, and it just makes a. And you can do it under the sink. You can do it in a bucket, or you can take spread you a little water on your as you go. You don't have to do the entire thing all in water. So I did get it smooth. There is a couple of indentions that I have not fixed yet, and we're going to fix that with some plastic putty. We're actually going to take uh, the putty knife, and we're going to add just a little texture on some of the bricks, just to give it a, instead of being it totally smooth, just a little bit of texture. It'll be hard to see, but it'll be on there just to give it a little more realism. I did fill in the windows with styrene strips, and I'm going to go probably back in and make some window frames just to basically for that time period, and just make it a little more instead of just open holes. So other than that, I'm about ready to finish the basic boring stage of sanding, and I used to use cheap red primer, sandable primer, so I can see where I missed and make sure I got everything sanded. It does have raised detail on the surface here, and you will lose it when you sand it. So, and there's a way to do it, and you'll have to buy you a flexible ruler. And this is for if you need to rescribe the compound curve. So you get a flexible ruler here, and you can use styrene, you can use a vinyl tape, just whatever is rigid, and get it on there like so. Get the compound curve, and scribers. I like the Tamiya one with the. It's actually supposed to be I want to call it a stripper on the styrene. Take out a part, you can snap the sheet in half real easy. This is a multi-purpose scriber for me because you can scribe on either way on the top, the point, and just lightly score it, and you can keep going up all the way, and you continually have a compound curve scribing guide. So I started doing a little bit on the there. Again, don't like to bore everyone. I'm going to go in and rescribe the panel lines back on, and then finish off the lighthouse very soon. So the base, I did cut off all the surface detail, and I added. It's called celluclay, which is actually shredded paper mache. That's probably the way you'll see it at a craft store. You get a real big bag, real cheap. Mix it up with water. I put a little bit of wood glue in it, and mix it up. And I apply it real thin. It takes about a couple days, depending on how thick you get it. It's pretty thin on there. It takes about a couple days for it to really dry. The glue helps it prevent from shrinking, so you'll see it like it'll be like a it'll dry out like a cup if you don't put glue or any preventive measures in it. So I did get the and it looks more like terrain to me. That's just my personal preference. So I got that on, and then I sprinkled, while it was still wet, a little bit of sand, and I'll probably add a little bit of, with cellular clay or paper mache, put kitty litter in it. It'll help dry it out faster, and just makes it gives you a little more rocky terrain. But I did get that done. And the last thing that I did on the prep base is, notice the styrene tube. I added that. And I added one on the very top there. That is to hold the lighting tube, if I can get it in there. It's the actual same diameter. So it'll probably be like that. As you can see, the light wouldn't actually stick in the hole, so I'll just add a little drop of glue there to get it in position, and you're good to go. And it just gives a good sturdy base to hold the light, and for the base as well, so it won't wobble, and it'll be pretty straight. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I have got going on today. A quick update. Sanding and scribing the lighthouse. Little diorama work on the base, and then we'll start working on headless Blackbeard very, very soon. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got going on today. Stay tuned for next exciting episode.